Hello everyone, Obi-Wan Dam here and welcome back to Anno 1800. We are in episode...
darling, a renowned personage has arrived.
Sure, welcome. Well, we are in episode 41 today, which means that Anno 1800 is now the longest running series on my channel. I would like to thank all of you for the continued support. I really appreciate that. And yeah, just to celebrate more or less the current long running thingy, you know what I mean. I would like to start with something special, which is refactoring or rearranging our weapons production that we now have on our electrified industry island Skidberg. So first of all, we need some space. So I would like to remove those depots. We now have a Docklands here, so those are no longer needed. I would then like to move... Does this work? It does. Amazing. Move the sand mine over.
Such a thrill when it pays off.
Yeah. Then I would need the commuter pier to go. It can go right there. That should be fine. Connected. Yes, it is. All right. So now we have the oil refinery right here. I actually would like to use the gun, but we'll remove it for now. So remove all of that and remove all of that decoration we currently have. So the plan is to have a weapons factory that is solely responsible to increase our iron import. So we don't need the weapons for anything. We're no longer building warships. So we can export 100% of the weapons for iron ore, which we definitely need. So with the electricity, we also do no longer need all of that steel. So we can get rid of those as well. And in addition to that, we will then have one additional weapons factory. So one weapons factory has a processing time of 45 seconds, which means that 3 of those can be supported by 2 furnaces. So all of the stuff we now have in this area is exactly what we are going to use for our new weapons factory. And I would like to make that thing look as good as possible and incorporate it into the harbor area. So because in the harbor area what you can build is, well, you can build harbor cannons, and what would be a better decoration for a giant weapons factory than, well, actual weapons. So let's figure out first how much space we actually need. I think we need to get rid of that. It should all fit inside 2 of those 10 by 10 grids. So let's move this aside real quick. Let's get rid of all the road for the moment. We need to bring in road for the electricity in a second, but that's fine. So those are 5 in width. So this is 15, 16, 17. We should have 21 in space, so we can move this over further. This is now 19 in space, which means everything can move over by 1 more tile, and then we can even add walls around that. So this should be the width of a 10 by 10 grid, which is nice. The road should come in about here, connect to the grid on that side. We can move 1 of those here. Let's connect that. I really thought it would be possible to add those. Yeah, I think it works. We can move this to here, this to there, And then have one... Do you fit in here? No, you don't. Okay, so this... we'll move the fire station to right here. So now let's connect all of this via road network, and this should give the whole complex access to electricity, which is brilliant. So now we move the road to here, and then we can now decorate the entire area with yeah, whatever we need. This looks great. We also have 2 medium warehouses sitting right next to it. That's perfect. Okay, so let's go to the harbor. And the big baddie requires advanced weapons, so we can't use this. That means we have to rely on regular harbor cannons. But those should look fine as well. Let's see, how many of those do we like to have? Maybe we can add 2, make it symmetrical, just like that. We will then connect those with a quay all the way, maybe to here. Well, let's fill this entire area in, just like that. Yeah, this looks kind of what I had in mind. Let's see, we should then... Okay, so now we have... Yeah, the problem is we need quay everywhere where we have harbor area. It should be, well, more or less all of that. And I think we can fill in all the rest. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I think this will not look perfect if we now add these concrete. But let's see, I'm not sure. Maybe it will look good. Does this connect in some way? No, it does not. So we will always have this weird area right here. But that's fine. Let's see, how much additional quay can we get starting from here? Oh, it's not much. It really is just this edge, but that looks strange. So what we should do is something like that. Does this look great? I like it. Okay, so maybe what we can do is take a look at the Docklands. Maybe there is something we can use. Oh yeah, this works. This will make all of those edges into squares, which is exactly what we need. Then let's add a road all the way to here, which will connect right there. And then we can use some of... Well, those just work in the... Yeah, this only works in the harbor area. But this will look fine over here. I like this. No fish traps, pile of barrels. Material stacks. Material stacks look good. Let's also enlarge the quay to here. It's starting to look more or less the way I expected it. Okay, so for the front, let's use the big walls. Or maybe we can add a gate to both sides. Then have large walls going all the way to here. And to here. And here. Just like that. You can then build a road in here. And this area, right in front of the facility, I think I would like to turn this around like that. And in the engineer tab, I think we have those statues, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait. This should be turned. No, wrong way. Like that. I can't get a good view of this because of the warehouses. But I like how this looks like. Okay, so now for this area, I think what we do is we'll make this into some kind of park.
Check a copy?
Yeah, sure. Wow, look at the news. Happiness and light, new trade partner and financial powerhouse. Perfect. I think we can publish like that without anything that we need to add. So let's add an entrance to here. Surround it with a fancy fence. Yeah. And then we can add another memorial, just like that. And do we have something that we can do here? We have this path, but that did not work before. Garden did not work as well. We should have a newsstand. We always have a newsstand. I like the newsstand. No idea why. This time it makes sense to face in both directions. Perfect. Okay. And then can have some garden benches. And I think... Don't we have just simple grass? Is this really in the farmer's tier? Yeah, grass is just here. This does not look as I expected it. I thought there would be some kind of fancy grass. Let's actually add one more of those. Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay. And right here is this still harbor area? So maybe this needs to be quay then. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we need more help from Docklands. Oh, this also works to sharpen the edges. Okay, brilliant. So now we only have this area left. And I think we can use some industrial ornaments for that one. So having some metal piping lying around. Well, the pipes are big, but so are the cannons. So I guess that makes sense to some degree. Yeah, I think so. And all the rest should be more decoration. So let's add another cypress tree like this. Maybe... No, the benches look weird. We can add another memorial statue. To right here. And then all the rest will be trees from the worker tier. So not the flower bed, not the watering hole. Let's add aspen trees and one elm tree. Yes, I guess that's That looks pretty good. Look at that weapons factory. Royal Ordnance Manufacturing. Yeah, this fence also adds to the flair of the whole area. And the fire station. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let me know what you think. And also let me know what you think if we should do maybe more of those. If you have any ideas how we can make this more awesome. I think it's fine, but, well, not sure if this is your type of style. I like it, and I would like to know if you would like to see more of stuff like that. So maybe we can do the same for the sewing machine area, the spectacles. We did it somewhat for concrete already, but all of the other industrial areas are more or less just cramped and as tight as possible, so there's not much room. Also, why do we have so many spectacle factories? Wait a second. Let's take a look. Glasses. All islands. We have too much of those. So I guess this is... Oh, this is... Wait, what? We produce 8 brass. We don't have we don't have that copper. I think I tried... Yeah, I tried to move that, but instead I just copied it. So I think the brass and the spectacle factories should go. The glassmaker belongs to here, so this is also too much. And now let's see, on all islands, in terms of steel, we still produce too much steel. So this can also go, which means we have one entire, oh no, two entire 10 by 10 grids left that we could use for stuff. Okay. Well, yeah, so, I like this. What should we do next? Let's take a look at the iron ore and how the situation is there. All goods. We produce 28 and we need 35, so we only are short 7. And we trade... So we only need a weapon production of 2 because we trade weapons 2 for 1. 1 for 4, so 1 weapon for iron. But I think the production is now... Yeah, it's 4. So we have twice the amount that we actually need, which is good. So having extra iron is fine. Also, the next thing I would like to do is importing gold ore, because gold ore is really hard to come by, but for that we need 12 export and import contracts, which means we need more export offices. Those guys. So let's see, can we... Do they connect? Ooh, they connect. Okay, so that's awesome. I think I would like to move the sand mines to another beach. Do we have another beach on this island? We have, back here. Yeah, we will use this. So let's add road network. There's something used to be back here, and that's 2 sand mines. So let's just delete them from here. We get 100% refund, and then we can just add them back to here. Should be right there. 1, 2. Let's add some of the good road to here. One of those. So now we have more room.
Perhaps you are a dragon among mortals. Some people fish, others disturb.
So let's see. We have a loading wharf. The harbor master. Oh yeah, maybe we can add 1 harbor master office back here, and then another exports office right there. Okay, this looks nice. Let's see, how many of those can we build? Oh, we can build nothing because we need steel. But that's okay. How much steel beams do we now actually produce? I have no idea. Steel beams. 8 per minute. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So, with the Docklands taking shape, the weapons factory available, I think we can end today's episode right here. It was a rather short episode, but I would like to try and keep the episodes a little bit shorter. Because I really lack free time at the moment, and I would like to give you one episode each day. So the episodes in total have to be a bit shorter, or else I will not be able to keep up. So, last thing for today is not possible. Yeah, some trees right here. And we will also finish the quay right here and add one of those benches. Doesn't it work? Maybe one of the tinies. That one to flatten the edge. And then we are done for the day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.